You can bet your bottom dollar. Great programming coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Stand by. Hold on. Talk at its finest, coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 2 minutes, stand by. We know what guys are talking about. Stand by. A great show coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 30 seconds. Stand by. Don't go away. Stop. If they're talking about it at the barbershop, we're talking about it here on SME. Great show coming up in about 30 seconds. Don't go away. Stand by. It's time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Another great product on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yeah! It's okay. We back. It's okay. Ah, damn. Oh, boy. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. This is a Women's Wednesday, and clearly we, man, I hate when that happens. I can't even describe to you how bad I hate when that happens, but it's okay. It happens even in big boy radio. Thank you for sticking with the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. If you're new to the show, trust me, that doesn't happen a lot. That happens every once in a while. Last time it happened was like a month ago, and it didn't even last for that long. That was like 10 damn minutes. Oh, my gosh. But thank you anyway for sticking with the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Let's get this ish back in proper perspective. We had Reg on the line, and I think we lost the signal. You got to remember, we are online, and we got a pretty safe and secure and solid internet connection here in the studio. But once in a while, gremlins happen. But we had Reg on the line, man, and we lost him. But Reg basically was talking about how him and the great Vince Wright, the sports governor of Minnesota, are coming up at 12 noon today, and maybe a little bit later. Maybe we'll give you some bonus stew a little bit later today, because of that 15-minute mishap. But Reg was saying that he is going to go crazy today. He's a big Cleveland Cavalier fan, and he had stuck by his team. Everybody had went off and thought that Golden State was going to win the series. Cavs were down 3-1. And I know it's been a week and a half, almost 2 weeks since Cleveland won the championship. But damn it, We got to let my man Reg go for his today. So that's at 12 noon today, Eastern Time, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Maybe a little bit after that. Maybe we'll give y'all some bonus stew. All right, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. We were talking about, or about to get into the conversation about a couple of guys that opt out of their deals and become free agents. One in particular, LeBron James, who we just talked about with the Cavs. He will not exercise his player option with the Cleveland Cavaliers for the 2016-2017 season, according to his agent, Rich Paul. James, who had to tell the Cavs his decision by Wednesday at midnight, will become a free agent July 1st for the third straight summer. Dude was estimated to make $24 million this year. Now, this is nothing new. LeBron James, once again, has done this 3 straight years in a row. They're going to get more money on a new deal, new collection bargain agreement with the league. So he's going to make more than the $24 million, clearly, with the Cleveland Cavaliers if he wants to come back. I don't see any way LeBron James goes and plays for any other team. As a matter of fact, he already said that he's not going anywhere, that he's going to be back with Cleveland. And why would you go anywhere else? We talked about it a lot yesterday, and, I don't understand how a lot of these athletes, when they have the opportunity to go play for their hometown city, why wouldn't they do it? Like LeBron going to, even my beloved Lakers, or, going to any other city in the country in the NBA is not going to get the amount of love that he gets in Cleveland. They just won a championship. They got a relatively good young team. If you're talking about Kyrie Irving and some of the other pieces on the bench, why would he leave? So I don't think that's going to happen. He's just going to get more money. LeBron, I tell you what, though, he does kind of roll the dice because that's guaranteed money. But it's not really that situation for him, seeing as the season is already over and he's not going to, unless he gets hit by a bus or anything like that, he's going to get another deal. Usually that comes into play when a cat, opts out of a deal and then he has a season to play, risking injury, and you break your leg in 5 damn places, you're not getting anything. Nobody's going to give you a deal. I mean, that rarely happens, but that does come into play. But LeBron's going to get more than this $24 million. No big deal there. No real story there, if you ask me. The other guy, prominence that people are talking about, is Dwayne Wade, coming off a 1-year, $20 million contract with the Miami Heat. Wade is looking for a new deal, and as people are putting it out there that if he can't reach one with the Miami Heat, he's open to entertaining offers from other teams. Now, Dwayne Wade is kind of a different situation because he's played his entire career with the Miami Heat. There's not even a question. He's the greatest Miami Heat player of all times. I mean, the greatest is not even a question. I guess a lot of people would say, well, LeBron was a better player. All in all, his career is a better player. I'm talking about for one city and one team. LeBron's done the kind of flip-flop thing, going back to Cleveland a little bit. And I think if you looked at their careers after the fact and you say, who are you going to remember LeBron James playing for? It's going to be Cleveland. Just like, when you talk about any player that gets traded to another team, late in their career or becomes a free agent and goes to another team, like you're not going to remember Patrick Ewing for playing for, who was it, the Orlando Magic, or who was it, Seattle. You're not going to remember Michael Jordan playing for the Washington Wizards. So people are going to remember LeBron for playing for Cleveland. Same thing with Dwayne Wade. People are going to remember him for playing with the Miami Heat. Not saying that he couldn't go to another team, because the Heat, really, to be honest with you, they've been struggling over the last couple of years and, deciding whether they need to pay this dude all this money. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. He's older, 13 years once again. He's been really beat up. He got knees like Fred Sanford. He does. I mean, he doesn't play a lot. I mean, he plays games, but he misses a lot of games as well. So if you're the Miami Heat, you really got to decide whether you're going to, make the guy a Miami Heat player for the end of his career, or are you going to go the way of a lot of other players and, try to find a deal, do a sign and trade, or just, not sign him back. Wade is a great player, but he's got to understand the equation here. There's a couple of variables that play into this thing that don't bode well for him, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I expect him to be back with Miami. Why would you want to leave at this point in your career? Why would you want to go anywhere else? Make one more last run. Maybe they can sign Hassan Whitesides, who word on the street that my Lakers have a real opportunity to sign that young man. I would love for that to happen. But maybe they make one more run and he retire and ride off into the sunset and call it a career. We'll see. We'll see. What are your thoughts on that? If you're a Miami Heat fan, do you think Dwayne Wade will possibly leave? And also, man, any free agency talk? Free agency starts when? Friday night or Sunday night, midnight, July 3rd, okay, right before 4th of July. I don't expect there to be a lot of things. Somebody said something in the chat room yesterday, and I meant to bring it up, but I didn't get a chance to do it. It might have been, who was it? Man, it might have been Juan Cruz or somebody like that. But they made mention that I think a lot of people aren't, thinking about or saying or talking about that LeBron James or Kevin Durant is scheduling all of these trips. Like, if you have no intention on leaving Oklahoma City, why would you take all of these trips? He's already scheduled to meet with 6 teams, okay? And from what I understand, maybe it's a situation where he goes to one place and the teams come to him. Like, but I kind of read stories and it makes it seem like he's going to visit the organizations. He's going to go in the front office. Like, I didn't think this a week ago. But I'm starting to really think that this man actually is going to leave, and then he might even go in. The odds-on favorite, Vegas has like the odds of which team Kevin Durant's going to go to. The odds-on favorite is that he's going to go to Golden State. Wow. I mean, but you know what? There's got to be some substance to this. I mean, it's got to be, a big possibility, the fact that he is doing this. I wouldn't waste my time. Like, time is money. You don't get it back. I wouldn't waste my time, trying to go around and be, get my ego stroked about how much people and teams and organizations want me if I knew I was going back to OKC. Maybe 1 or 2 visits, but 6 visits. They're trying to talk him into, still coming out and, taking a visit from the Lakers and, the Wizards, I'm sure, are still trying to, get their name in the hat. But it just doesn't make sense. The fact that he's taking all these trips or talking to all these organizations lets me believe that dude is serious about leaving OKC. Don't forget, they were up 3-1 in the series against Golden State. I think we forget about that. They were up 3-1. And we're going to talk about a couple of things that went down trade-wise for the NBA that I haven't had a chance to get to because of the vacation I took the last couple of days of last weekend. But, I mean, they were right there, and they would have been the favorites in the finals. So I get it as OKC. Maybe you want a new change of scenery. I get it, but you got Russell Westbrook, who I think is one of the top 3 players in the game. And why would you go to Golden State? I mean, I could maybe anywhere else I could possibly get. But why Golden State? Why San Antonio? And I've been talking about this a lot, about these guys taking on a challenge and trying to win a championship and not teaming up with other great players. But, man, Golden State would just be a bad look. I mean, it would just be a bad look. We'll see, man, but it sounds like this ninja is going to bolt. It sounds like he is going. We'll see. We'll see, but I can't remember, and I apologize. Great point made. If he wasn't serious about doing this, he wouldn't take all of these damn trips and talk to all of these people. I don't like that type of thing. I don't like negotiations. I don't like people, I got an agent for that. I don't know. We get back from the break, man. I talked about some trades that happened. One was with the Oklahoma City Thunder. The other was with the Atlanta Hawks, which I've been talking about for all year long. I told y'all they were going to do this. We will talk about Jeff Teague out of here when we get back from the break. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you for sticking with me, boy. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Straight from the A.
Kick it with your boy Kesey at www.kesey.com. This show covers some of the realest issues trending today. He'll keep you locked in from the first listen. You can find him online on his